At the three, the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubats in at the center position. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now here's Harden. The three is up. And Cunningham pulls it down. And here's Detroit. It's a three-point game. Pass to Duren. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Dunn. Kept alive. Harris left side. Harris, a screen on Powell. Hardaway with it. Harden picks him up. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, here's Harris. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Dunn, the pass to Leonard. Over Cunningham. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Pass to Thompson. From downtown. Left side, Hardaway. Shoots over Powell. Here's Duren. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
And at 6'10", Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
Now here's Thompson. Duren with a screen on Leonard. And stolen by Leonard. And they're running. Pulls up for 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Why typically solid from 3. You're not sure you want to leave him open like that.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Launches a 3. Again, the miss by the Pistons. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Pass to Powell. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Detroit. Duren's got 4 rebounds now. Hardaway from outside. They get it again. Second chance shot. Cunningham passes to Hardaway. And here is Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Drives to the hoop. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson is showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Powell for 3. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Thompson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Harden, the pass to Powell. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. inexcusable.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Well, if the Pistons are going to turn things around, Brent, it needs to start on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's part of it, B.A. It's not surprising that they've been in the bottom 5 defensively over the past couple years, and that's what happens when you pile up a bunch of young players who want to prove themselves, and by proving themselves, it usually starts on the offensive end. We'll see if these guys being together start to take some pride in stopping their opponents.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. And it's Detroit with the ball. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Thompson goes in. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Here's Hardaway. Soft touch off the glass. Hardaway's got 5 now.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Pass to Zubats. Powell outside. And the three-pointer goes.
Now wasting no time to let that one rip.
Detroit leading by 3. Now here's Cunningham. Harris, a screen on Leonard. Here's Cunningham. Here's Harris. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And at the end of 1, a closely contested. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Setting the floor for Detroit. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Cunningham is out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Duren in at the 5 spot.
There's so many things that make Harden a dangerous offensive player, but that three-point shot, that's tops on the list.
Thompson with a screen. It's Cunningham with a drive. It's tipped. In transition, here they come. And Leonard with the strong finish.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Thompson scanning the floor. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And Brent, 2 of the best athletes in the league are brothers, Asar and Amin Thompson.
These guys are absolutely off the charts in terms of their elite ability to get up off the floor. And Asar came in a little less heralded than his brother, but he might have a slight advantage in a very important category, and that's shooting the ball.
Here's Cunningham. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago.
And this is where Cade Cunningham showing his ability to get above the rim as a point guard. This makes him special.
Dunn, the pass to Harden. Here's Zubats. Dunn right side. Pass to Harden. Here's Zubats. Over to the wing. Here's Dunn. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. Dunn's got his first basket.
And nice dime from Zubats. His floor awareness is solid.
For 3, here's Harris. They get it back. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Duren. Cunningham outside. Second shot opportunity. Harris misses.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now here's Harris. No made baskets yet, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Harden. And Detroit has possession. 5 to shoot. For 3, here's Harris. Again, Harris missing.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Dunn. Pass to Zubac. From outside the arc. Knocked loose. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
And so here are the Clippers. Following the score by Detroit. Pass to Leonard. Lots of room. And the shot goes. Leonard's got 9 points.
Great shooter off that quick release. Kawhi expecting the pass and did the rest.
Outside Hardaway. Duren, the screen. Hardaway, the pass to Duren. Leonard against Cunningham. To the inside. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Pass to Duren. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Here's Harris. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
LA basketball.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Outside Harden. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. And that misses. That would have put him up. And it's Thompson penetrating. Duren, the pass to Cunningham. Duren, the screen. Thompson with it. Harris outside. Pass to Cunningham. Up and over Dunn. Again the miss by Cunningham.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that we want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And that'll do it for the first half. This game is tied. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice game. Great performance by Asar Thompson.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Derek Jones is out there with Nicholas Batum. Then there's Amir Coffey. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's Bogdanovich in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Beasley against Bogdanovich. Beasley, that one's good. And the Pistons lead by 3. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
Now here's Schroeder to the wing on the left. Pass to Waiters. Outside Schroeder. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Last season was tough for the Pistons, Brett, setting an NBA record by losing 28 games in a row.
BA, I'm a glass half full guy. I'm going to go on the bright side. Look at their core. It's led by Cade Cunningham. This guy is ultra talented. He's still in his early 20s. They have a lot of young talent on the roster. They're going to be better, and they play way better in the second half of the year. So how's that for some positivity?
Here's Holland. Still without a bucket. And there's a pick. Three-pointer. Schroeder can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the 4 things you have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie. The Clippers trail. Batum sets a screen. Here's Bogdanovich. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Schroeder. Well, Brent, this is the 8th season for Bogdanovich. He's as steady as a metronome, man.
The thing, B.A., I don't think guys appreciate him as much as they should in that off-guard position. He is gritty and competitive. He can shoot the ball. He's willing to take big shots. And I love the pace and competitiveness he plays with.
Now here's Beasley. Pass to Schroeder. Fader on the way. Gets the 3 ball to go. Schroeder's got 6 points in the quarter.
Nice use of the pick and roll from Schroeder there. Allows him to get an easy shot.
Batum finds Bogdanovich. Batum with a screen on Schroeder. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Detroit has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the 3rd quarter. Here's Holland. It's Beasley on the wing. Pass to Schroeder. Here's Waters, defended by Bogdanovich. Waters can't hit.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure don't want him taking that kind of shot.
Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Some room here for Schroeder, and it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Schroeder's got 8 points. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this 3rd quarter. Over to the left wing. Batum outside. Here's the 3. Doesn't go for him. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Detroit shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. That one falls, so he hits both of them. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the 3rd. Outside Bogdanovich. 4-3. Detroit with a rebound. Outside Schroeder. Into the lane. Batum with the defensive effort. Clippers trail by 3. Jones, the pass to Bogdanovich. Batum, right side. Outside Bogdanovich. 4 on the clock. Count that bucket. 10 points for him.
Nice floater, Bogdanovich. Some room. Got it off. He'll take it.
Outside Schroeder. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. And the Pistons lead by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Batum with it. He's picked up by Schroeder. Bogdanovich on the wing. He's got 10. Batum's shot is off. Jones against Schroeder. And that one good. Now it's a 5-point Pistons lead. Left side Jones. And so it's Dennis Schroeder making highlights for Detroit. He made a big impact, scoring. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons, setting the floor for the Pistons. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duran. Tim Hardaway is out there with Cunningham, and it's Thompson in at the 3. Cunningham against Leonard. And it's Cunningham missing. Clippers trail by 5. By himself, Leonard gets there for the fast break finish.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price.
Harris, a screen on Harden. Thompson. Oh, he lost the grip and he missed the dunk. Well, the Clippers shooting at about 44% so far. Harden, the pass to Leonard. Harden surveying the D. And he lays it up and in.
Even if he's not a big man, Harden can score inside with the best of them.
Pistons shooting a solid 47%. Harris passes to Durant. Cunningham up top. Leonard defending. Harden against Hardaway. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Pistons lead by 4.
That's one of Tim Hardaway Jr.'s favorite shots. Not just the ones that go in, but from that spot on the floor.
Drops in the 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Leonard for 3. And Los Angeles another 3.
Leonard can do this. He can just take over a game offensively.
The Pistons have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Here's Leonard. Ooh, gonna take more than that to stop Kawhi.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Durant. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
Breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
Powell finds Leonard to the left wing. Zubac passes to Leonard. Off the mark there with a 3. The Pistons have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. For 3, Hardaway. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Up top, Dunn. He's watched by Cunningham. Outside for Harden. Leonard with a screen on Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Leonard up top. And again, it's the Clippers.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Here's Cunningham. Oh, what a move by Cunningham inside.
You gotta love what Cade Cunningham as a young star is bringing to this game.
Powell, a screen on Thompson. The drive by Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
Oh, can you say important bucket by Harden? James always wants the ball in these moments. Love it.
Here's Cunningham with the drive. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And the team counting on Cade. He comes through.
It's kept alive. Powell outside. Pass to Leonard. Second chance effort. And right on target. That one's good. Leonard's got 11 in the second half.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Durant with it. Durant, the screen. Cunningham passes to Durant. Money.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that guy. Huge possession, and he nets it.
Here's Harden. Out to Leonard. Back to Harden. From deep. And knocks down the 3.
And that's Harden. He can beat you equally off the dribble or off the catch.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Hardaway finds Duran. Hardaway on the wing, defended by Dunn. Hardaway, the pass to Harris. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Harris. The three. And he sinks it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within one. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first. And that'll put him up 2.
Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
I would honestly attempt to get the ball near the rim because even if the shot doesn't fall, a quick putback will suffice.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Schroeder outside. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Allie LaForce.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold
transition. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
The three from Harden. And the dunk by Zubac.
You'd love to see Zubac get after it on the window. Use that size and strength.
There's a good screen. Pass to Nisi. Here's Boston. Guarded by Powell. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Dunn against McCollum. 6 to shoot. Right wing. Shoots the three. Outside for Murray. A three ball. Bangs home the trifecta.
And this coaching staff wants Murray to be the shot caller. Let him run the pick and roll and just make things happen.
Dunn, wide open, he fires. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Boston. Offline with his three. Clippers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
Here's Boston. Guarded by Powell. Boston the pass to Murray. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And that one's good. Boston.
The defense is so focused on Murray there, but he's got like a sixth sense of when someone's open.
Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Harden right side. Pass to Zubac. Tipped away. And stolen by Murray. From deep. It's hauled in by Dunn. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Really dangerous. All right, David.
Well, James Harden, a sniper through and through. You give him even a little sliver of daylight, and that ball is gone.
It's McCollum on the wing. Pass to Boston. And stolen by Dunn. And oh, here we go with nobody back.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
A three from McCollum hits the three-point foul.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room, and he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
Pass to Nisi. And 1:01 left to play here in the first. Murray fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Murray's got 5 points so far.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Zubac kicks to Powell. Pass to Leonard. Back to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. From deep Harden. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
It matters not where James Harden finds himself on the floor. He is a legit threat to put the ball in the basket.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Wide open look here for Murray. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Leonard. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Murray looking around. Misses the one-handed jam. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Clippers. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Well, also, guys, what a start from beyond the arc. A huge part of their game today. That's going to help their spacing.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Murray out there with McCollum. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Boston in at the 4 slot.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Dunn kicks to Leonard. The tray. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Leonard's got 9.
Just another place you have to take Leonard seriously. He's so capable from the outside.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Harden against McCollum. Leonard looking around. Dunn left side. Kawhi confident inside.
Just incredible touch from the interior. Kawhi Leonard more than capable in that painted area.
You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Austin, no good.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 8 points for him.
Oh, that's a nice looking 3 there for Murray. How about the high release on that one?
High post, Zubac. Pass to Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Back to Zubac. To the right side. Dunn finds Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, if you allow Zubac positioning near the cup, look out. This is what you can expect.
Here's Boston. Guarded by Powell. Here's the 3. Now here's Murray. From downtown. It's hauled in by Dunn.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Pass to Powell. Back to Dunn. Harden surveying the D. It's rebounded by New Orleans. You know, the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars, and I think we have a beautiful game there.
Here's the teardrop, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
To the Pelicans. Substitution on the court.
1:09 left now here in the second. Here's Alvarado, guarded by Harden. Now Alvarado. It's rebounded by Leonard. Pass to Powell. Three-pointer. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first three from the floor. 3-on-3. Olynyk has the open look. And again, New Orleans has no up. Clippers leading by 10. Powell finds Leonard. Here's Harden. From deep three-point territory. From beyond the arc and then some. Harden's got 9 points.
As soon as James Harden passes half court, defense better have a hand up and contest, or good night.
Austin the pass to Alvarado. From the top of the key, the rebound by Harden.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. 13 points up at the end of the period. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
18. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Batum is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Coffey in at the 2-guard spot. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy. Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Olynyk, a screen on Batum. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Hawkins has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Oh, my goodness. The creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
Here's Hawkins. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Out to the right wing. Coffey. No good with the triple. Pelicans trail by 7. Here's Alvarado. Misses the 3. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Jones finds Batum. Outside Bogdanovich. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
A dead-eye shooter. Bogdan working off the pass there.
It's Jones on the wing. Defended by Jones. Here's the floater. Second shot opportunity. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Pass to Coffey. Here's Bogdanovich for 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Pelicans trail by 7. Alvarado with it. And Jones has it in the corner. Olynyk, a screen on Jones. And Olynyk with the basket on the assist by Jones.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
That one goes in. Olynyk's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I don't think you can give Olynyk a lane to the bucket. He's got tremendously long strides that allow him to get to the cup quickly.
And there's the call on Jones.
Derek Jones.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Alvarado. There's the pick. Shot clock at 6. And he's good on the 3 ball. Alvarado's got 5.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
Jones against Jones. Outside, Jones. And the layup's good off the glass. 1:06 left in the third. Here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Simmons. Batum scanning the floor. Outside, Bogdanovich. Fires the 3. Pelicans pull it in. Now Alvarado. He's got 5. Hits it out to Hawkins. For the lead. Batum grabs the miss. And it's Jones with the ball for Los Angeles. They lead by 1. To the middle. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. He's defended by Alvarado. Jones kicks to Bogdanovich. Drills it from outside. He's got 5.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Clippers on top, up 4. And time for... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the 4th quarter going. We've got Olynyk. Jose Alvarado is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Jones.
Well, James Harden's ability to put it on the deck and get to the cup is elite. And because of that size and frame, he's going to finish most often.
Here's Alvarado. No good from outside. Clippers leading by 6. Harden outside. Now here's Powell. Leonard on the wing. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. 5 to shoot. The floater. Kawhi for 2.
Really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. So they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Hornets going with the whole new group out there.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Pass to Zubac. Pelicans pull it in. Murray outside. They need this. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Powell. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but true contact. He'll head to the line.
This guy is electric off the bounce. Norman Powell doing work off the dribble drive. Yeah, I'll take that contact.
And so Powell nails both of them. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Murray for three. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here is Murray with the drive.
This guy is a perennial all-defensive team member. The wingspan, a problem for offensive players.
Harden the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Leonard. Pulls up for three. Messi grabs the rebound. Pelicans trail by 15. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. No one covered.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Clippers.
Leonard with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Harden kicks to Zubac. Harden outside. Takes a three. That one is good again. He's 6 right from the floor with the basket.
And James Harden, simply stated, is putting it to the defense right now. Somebody has got to step up and get the ball out of his hands.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Screen by Zubac. Powell dishes to Harden. They get the rebound. And Leonard puts it up from deep three. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 13.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Clippers.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for James Harden.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Boston. Another one falls for New Orleans. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Harden.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
So the Clippers winning this one easily, even early on in this one. All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll wrap.
McCollum. Herb Jones out there with Trey Murphy. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Murray in at the 2 guard. And for Detroit, Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Tim Hardaway is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the center, locking down the middle. Jones misses. And both backcourts in this one stand cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. Pass to Olynyk. The 3 ball. Nails it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
There's Cunningham with a 3. Kept alive. And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Hardaway. Duren the screen. Fires from deep. Pass to Cunningham. Harris outside. And again, no good by Detroit. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Olynyk with a screen on Thompson. Murray. Duren with a rebound.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
And one thing we know we'll see, Jalen Duren giving his all on the glass, Dan.
Yeah, Brian, look, he's one of the best per-minute rebounders in this league, and it's what the team needs for him. But he's also become a very good finisher around the basket.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Jones with a screen on Thompson. Murray from outside hits the trifecta.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Duren with a screen on McCollum. And it's Cunningham missing.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Murray against Hardaway. Fades back. Again, the miss by Murray. Detroit has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Back to Thompson. Takes it inside. That falls. Nice setup by Harris.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Harris against Jones. Over Harris. Jump shot is good that time. Pistons trail by 4. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, JB Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. I asked Coach how they plan to limit DeJounte Murray tonight, and he told me we have to match his energy on both ends of the court. DeJounte is a player who can create something out of nothing with the intensity that he plays with. We can expect to see a lot of hustle on the court tonight, B.A.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway.
Well, a risky pass there, and if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal that one.
McCollum looking it over. Left side Murray. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Hardaway grabs the board. And here's Detroit. 4-point game. Well, Coach, it's been discussed a lot, but the Detroit Pistons set a record in 2023 that no one wants to match.
Well, that's for sure, B.A. No franchise wants to suffer through a 28-game losing streak. They thought that team had potential, but they just never found their footing early on, and then things just snowballed on them.
Here's McCollum. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And that one's good. Olynyk.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
There's Cunningham with a 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. It's a tie ball game.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
And there's the call on Jalen Duren. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Pistons. The 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Thompson passes to Duran. Driving inside, and the dunk by Duran.
Each year, it feels like Harris becomes more and more versatile. He's really working to get others involved.
And here's Murray. Takes the 3. It's not going to go for him. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Pistons on top. They lead by 1. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pistons.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
So for New Orleans right now, Herb Jones out there with Trey Murphy. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, then it's Murray, and it's McCollum at the 1.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
You know, there's so much to like about Herb Jones. It's hard to know where to start with this guy, Coach.
Well, Brian, I think I know where it starts. It starts with him being an all-defensive caliber defender, one of the best in the league. But then lately, he's been so efficient from three-point range, and his overall efficiency at the offensive end has gone way up. He's become a complete player.
Here's Cunningham. Jones with some nice D.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
For 3, McCollum. And it's Harris with the rebound. And so it's Harris with it. He brings it up for Detroit. 3-point lead. Thompson passes to Duran. Here's Thompson from the arc. The offensive rebound. And stolen by Jones. Murray against Cunningham. 3-pointer. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold. Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Murray from outside. That shot off. Thompson with some nice D. The Pistons lead by 7. Stan, after his 12-year playing career, Willie Green has made a seamless transition into coaching.
Yeah, first of all, Willie Green is a person of very high character. Second, Brian, he consciously started preparing himself to coach while he was still playing, and then he was able to work on great staffs under great coaches, and now he's an outstanding head coach in his own right.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Cunningham passes to Duran. Here's Harris. It's hauled in by New Orleans. 1:51 left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Murray. There's the triple. Buries it from 3. 12 points for him.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Here's Thompson. Jones grabs the board. Pelicans trail by 4. There's the 3. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Hardaway, the pass to Thompson. All sorts of time. That's off. 5 for 8 from the floor. New Orleans has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Screen by Olynyk. Shoots over Duran, and Olynyk the bucket on the assist from Jones. Olynyk's gotten his second bucket of the game. Detroit has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Thompson outside. Here's Cunningham. And again, the Pistons missing. And here are the Pelicans now. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Back to Jones. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McCollum outside. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Now it's a 3-point New Orleans lead.
They're defending the pick and roll. You have to stop the ball, especially when it's C.J. McCollum controlling it.
For 3, here's Harris. And so it's Trey Murphy making highlights for the Pelicans. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. Back after this.
26. Please direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Rumble! They're thinking about it, thinking about the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. One guy who's been getting it done is Trey Murphy.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
We've got Isaiah Stewart. Malik Beasley is out there with Holland. Then it's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Ivy in at the 2. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
Here's Hawkins, covered by Schroeder. 4-3. Hawkins can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 5. And Stan, after starting his NBA career playing at center, the 6'8 Isaiah Stewart, more often now a power forward.
Yeah, look, Brian, he's improved as a shooter. He still looks more like an old school big at the 4 spot, but he can step out and stretch the floor.
Pass to Boston. Four on the clock. Banked it in off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 4.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Outside Schroeder. Beasley for 3. Robinson Earl with a rebound. For New Orleans, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Takes a 3. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it.
Pistons basketball.
Pistons trail by 4. Right side Schroeder. Yep, that one goes. Schroeder's got 5 points in the quarter.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
Here's Robinson Earl. Yet to see a basket. He rifled that one in from distance.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And the foul on Jaden Ivey. That's his first foul. New Orleans leading by 5. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Boston. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, it seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
The Pistons have had quite a few high lottery picks of late, Stan. However, they haven't had much success yet.
Well, Brian, you know, sometimes it takes a lot of time. Some teams will come together quicker. Some players and some teams need more time to develop. Detroit's just got to keep adding to what they have and continuing to develop the players that are already in their system.
And a great fan base in Detroit, starving for victories. 3 on the clock. And here's Schroeder outside. New Orleans in the lead. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Boston. Back to Robinson Earl. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Offensive board. Stewart. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Launches a 3. The shot by Boston, no good. Pistons trail by 7. Here's Ivey on the take. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And this is what makes Ivey special, his ability to finish with power at the rim.
There's 45 seconds left in the third. Here's Boston. And it's New Orleans with another. And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Pass to Holland. And here's Ivey from the arc. Drills it from deep. Ivey's got 5 now.
And something Ivey continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Alvarado right side. Here's Robinson Earl. And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. 15 seconds. Substitution on the floor.
Here's Murray. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. And again, New Orleans, no good. And here's Thompson for 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Pelicans on top, leading by 4. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. C.J. McCollum is out there with Murray. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then it's Herb Jones. And it's Olynyk in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Harris a screen. Cunningham passes to Harris. And it's all from three-point range. The Pelicans lead by 4. Jones with a screen on Cunningham. Murray, shot is good.
Over the years, Murray has continued to embrace a bigger role on offense. He's got so much confidence right now.
Here's Cunningham. Here's Duren. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Olynyk with a screen on Thompson. Murray drives in. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Thompson with it, guarded by Olynyk. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Cunningham.
And meeting those expectations. I mean, this is what we all wanted to see from Thompson on offense.
Murray from outside. And another three for New Orleans.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Pistons trail by 6. Duren the screen. And here's Cunningham outside. Drains the triple.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Pass to McCollum. With the drive. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
Not only a perimeter player, McCollum can go inside.
Now here's Duren. Here's Cunningham. McCollum defends. McCollum with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Oh, botches the slam dunk finish. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Cunningham passes to Harris. Back to Cunningham. Okay, powers it in.
I mean, he does everything on the floor. Cunningham always with max effort.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Pass to Hardaway. And here's Harris outside. The shot, no good.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
2 minutes.
Outside Murray.
2 minutes.
Wing shot on the way. Out to McCollum. Outside Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Driving to the basket. Detroit with a rebound. Thompson with it. McCollum covering. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
And what a read there from Cunningham, showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
Thompson against Murray. There's the block. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality of...
Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible.
We're beginning to see this more and more from Harris, just taking what the defense allows, and that time finding the wide open man.
Olynyk passes to Murray. Olynyk with a screen on Thompson. Murray, and that one drops.
And with confidence, Murray stepping up at a crucial point in this game.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Yeah, another thing, this offense came in aggressive, driving into the lane, forcing the defense to try to adjust. So far, the defense hasn't had enough of an answer.
Olynyk passes to Murray. Back to Olynyk. Out to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Lets the three fly. Connects from downtown. And it's a 7-point New Orleans lead.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Here's Thompson. Jones grabs the board. McCollum way outside. Misses there. And so it's New Orleans winning this one. And they barely squeezed out the win. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
And the Clippers starting five. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Harden out there with Dunn, and it's Zubac in at center. Now, here's Dunn. Up top, Leonard, guarded by Harris. And that one's good. Leonard.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Here's Cunningham. Lays it up off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Harden's shot is off.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Brent, something the Detroit Pistons unit does so well is push the pace in their game.
Yeah, you love to lean into young players and that vibrant athleticism, but you also have to understand that playing fast comes with quick decision making, and sometimes those don't always go hand in hand. The experience that these guys will have in their growth together and how soon it is that they realize they can help each other, it's going to push them places faster and further than they even realize.
Harden the pass to Dunn. Back to Harden. Driving in. Rebounded by the Pistons. Ivy on the wing. Dunn covering. Harris dishes to Ivy. Out to Thompson. Back to Ivy. Got a piece of it. Cunningham outside. Duran the pass to Ivy. Clock at 6. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Duran, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
Great shooter off that quick release. Kawhi expecting the pass and did the rest.
Out to Harris. Done against Ivy. And that one, good.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Harden against Thompson. And the jam by Harden.
Well, once Harden takes that first step, it's very difficult to stop his drive.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Cunningham's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, "I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile." Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. Here is Cunningham. James Harden picking up that last basket. The shot by Ivy, no good. Dunn with it, picked up by Thompson. And Dunn with the slam.
If there's an open man, you can make sure that James Harden will find it.
Pass to Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
Yeah, nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding and rising up off the ground.
Cunningham kicks to Thompson. Duran sets the screen for Thompson. Over Harden. And here's the break. Here's Leonard. 4 seconds left. And that's 2 points on the layup. Leonard's got 11 points.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And an And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
On the attack right from the tip. They've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
Thompson and Harris are their forwards. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Duran in at the 5, patrolling the paint. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Zubac, a screen on Cunningham. Leonard, offline from the high post.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Clippers leading by 11. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
And a wide-open look for Cunningham. Hits the three-point bomb. Cunningham's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Right now, Cunningham has that shot dialed in.
It's Harden with the drive. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Ivy. And it's off from three-point range. The Clippers shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Pistons trail by 11. Top of the key, Harris. Thompson outside. Back to Harris. There's the triple. Powell pulls it in. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And it's Leonard missing. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And then Cunningham slams it in.
And wow, coming from Cade, that's good stuff.
Clippers leading by 9. It's Powell on the wing. And it's Dunn in the corner. Back to Powell. Kicks it out to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Zubac the pass to Dunn. A three-pointer is right on target. Dunn's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers. The NBA scoring explosion, Brent, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the off-season in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Cunningham for 3. Offensive rebound. Cunningham on the wing. Back to Ivy. There's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, how about the quick thinking by Ivy? I love when he goes right at it with the shot.
Zubac finds Leonard. Fades. 3. Kawhi. Good.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Cunningham dishes it to Thompson. That one doesn't drop. They tee that time from Leonard. It's Powell on the wing. Still scoreless.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Cunningham on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. The shot's good.
Yeah, Cade, hard to stop. He's got his motor revved high tonight.
Clippers leading by 8. Harden the pass to Dunn. Back to Harden. Outside Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded by the Pistons. Turin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The Pistons have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Thompson. Here he goes. Oh, jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that. Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And now let's catch up with David. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. We've got second-half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jones is out there with Batum. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Coffey in at the shooting guard position. From the arc. Coffey can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 8. Fontecchio sets a screen. Hardaway passes to Fontecchio. Yes, that goes in. Fontecchio's got his first basket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
And Brent, credit the Pistons fans for sticking with them after a tough season last year.
Well, Kevin, it's been a couple of rough years in Detroit, and never easy to have your team go through something like that. You know, when you're getting national media attention for not winning games, it's never a good thing. But these fans are loyal, they're hungry, and the future is going to be bright in Detroit, I promise you that.
No good from Beasley.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Hardaway with the steal. Nobody near Schroeder. That 3 off the mark. And it's Jones with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Simmons finds Jones. Launches it. Rebound by the Pistons. Well, Greg, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here.
Fontecchio passes to Stewart. Beasley for 3. And Simmons with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Beasley with the rebound. The Pistons have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half start, and it's good. 2 points.
Well, if you read the scouting report on Schroeder, he likes to get into the basket as close as possible because he's usually good from there.
Bogdanovich passes to Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle. Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Pistons trail by 10. Stewart, a screen for Hardaway. And Detroit again with the bucket.
So some operation right there out of the pick and roll, and Hardaway Jr. making a smart decision in that set.
Simmons sets a screen for Batum. Pass to Jones. On the wing, Batum. He's covered by Fontecchio. For Detroit, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Stewart with the screen on Batum. Now Stewart. And he makes good on the layup.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
To the left side wing. Jones with the screen on Hardaway. Coffee. Good on the triple.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Beasley outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Beasley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Simmons sets a screen for Bogdanovich. Outside for Batum. Another shot. Back to Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Coffee. A three-pointer, no good. Pistons trail by 6. Beasley outside. Fontecchio sets a screen. Here's Schroeder. Off target from outside. Jones for 3. He made it! He gets it to go! Wow!
The defense has to be besides themselves. They're a terrific shot to close out the quarter.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Los Angeles on top, up by 9. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Thompson and Harris are their forwards, and it's Duren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Jones, and there's the drive. Detroit with the rebound.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
And Cade getting up that time.
It's Powell with the drive. No one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 assists tonight.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Here's Harden. Kicks it out to Leonard to the wing right side. Dunn dishes to Leonard. Back to Dunn. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Jalen Duren.
Well, this is one of the reasons you can run the offense through Kawhi Leonard. He just makes good decisions.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Trailing by 5. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Back to Harris. It's deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Pistons ball.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
So it's the Pistons now. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Harden with it. Leonard with this screen on Thompson. Harris against Leonard. Pass to Zubac. 6 to shoot. And the dunk by Zubac.
Love to see Zubac attacking the rim, staying involved offensively.
Pistons trail by 7. Cunningham outside. Off target from three-point range. Clippers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Pistons have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
Big-time buckets is what everyone wants to see from Ivy. He has to attack without hesitation in those situations.
Zubac finds Dunn. Back to Zubac. It's hauled in by Harris. Pistons have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. The shot by Ivy, no good. Clippers leading by 5.
2 minutes remaining.
Nobody near Leonard. Drains the three-pointer. Leonard's got 20.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
The shot by Ivy, no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Harris misses. LA has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Dunn kicks to Harden. They get a hand on it. Pass to Powell. Shot clock at 6. Tries from 16. Good on the shot. And it's a 10-point Clipper lead.
That's a smart read from Powell. He analyzed the play there and made the right pass.
Harris setting the pick for Cunningham. Good on the three-point shot. Cunningham's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
56 seconds left in the fourth. Lobs it up for Zubac. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Pass to Thompson. Ivy against Dunn. Ivy's got space. It goes straight through with the swish. And here is Los Angeles now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harden against Thompson. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the Pistons. So Los Angeles takes the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
all right, David, thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
Teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs.
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
And now the Los Angeles starters, Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with James Harden, and it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Leonard, back to Zubats. Leonard on the wing. Can't hit that one.
Oh, a nice defensive play. Altered the shot, then stayed right there to clean up the glass.
There's McCullough with the three. Sinks the tray.
With confidence and ability from long range, I love it. McCollum's able to space the floor and keep the defense honest.
Now here's Harden. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
3 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to...
Oh, throw it down!
Can you say elevation? And giving them what they want, the incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
Well, Doris, there's one thing for sure. When Kawhi Leonard is available, he's elite.
There's no question about it, Brian, and it's so difficult to watch a player who cares so deeply about the game as Kawhi does not have his body hold up. It's been unfortunate over the years to see the toll injuries have taken on his career, but boy, oh boy, clutch, skilled, competitive, tough, every attribute you could want. Well, the pre-shot preparation of James Harden is exceptional. He knows in this instance that as soon as the ball touches his hand, he's got to be ready to fire.
And this first quarter has been ridiculous. They simply can't miss right now.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. Back to Harden. Misi grabs the board.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Williamson outside. Picked by Williamson. Lets it fly. And it's New Orleans with another.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to visit with Willie Green.
I talked with him about how he'll approach dealing with Kawhi Leonard on the floor, and Coach told me there's no one way to go about slowing Kawhi. He does too many things. He continued, we'll vary our looks on him and try not to let him get in any offensive rhythm. Good idea, as we all know how deadly Kawhi is once he gets going, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Harden finds Leonard. The three. And Los Angeles, another three.
Fantastic look, but that's a bit redundant for James Harden.
And Doris, the Clippers with new jerseys, a shiny new arena, and an ownership group that is very aggressive. They want some shiny hardware to go with it.
BA, you have to appreciate an ownership group that is willing to spend and make all the right moves in order to position yourself for the championship. But now the players need to come through. And what has been their undoing in recent years is injuries and the lack of availability of their best players. Age and health still hover over this organization.
.107 left to play in the first quarter. Dunn outside. 6 on the shot clock. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
Not only is James Harden one of the elite one-on-one players, this guy is an elite passer, and it's on display there.
Pass to Misi. McCollum outside. To the middle. Misi, shot is good.
You know, at the offensive end, McCollum does a little of everything for you. I mean, that was a great pass.
Powell passes to Dunn. Zubats inside. It's Powell on the wing. Dunn outside. Pass to Harden. This one for three. And Los Angeles, another three.
Well, this is the basis of James Harden's game, right? That three-point accuracy opens up every other aspect of the floor and his scoring ability.
Here's Misi. McCollum outside. Banked it in off the glass. McCollum's got 11 points.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Powell for three. No good on the buzzer beater. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Well, also, guys, what a start from beyond the arc. A huge part of their game today. That's going to help their spacing.
Herb Jones out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Murray. That's the Pelicans 5. Doris, looking back at James Harden's time in Houston, what an incredible individual run he went on.
Come on, Brian. Finished in the top 3 in MVP voting 5 times with the Rockets. Came so close to getting to an NBA Finals. He's still beloved in the city of Houston.
Just 5 on the clock. That one goes in.
And that's true unselfishness right there. Murray, outstanding feed to the open teammate.
Zubats finds Leonard. Back to Zubats. Leonard with the ball. Out to Powell. For three. Back to Harden. And the layup is good. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, at this point, James Harden has put his imprint all over this basketball game, and the defense better find a way to figure him out soon.
Here's Murray. Puts the move on. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Three-pointer, Harden. No luck on that one. New Orleans has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Here's Dunn. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And it's Murray with the ball for the Pelicans. They've led by as much as 10. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you.
Well, Kawhi Leonard is efficient with his shooting form, makes it look easy right there.
Out to McCollum. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now. Leonard for three. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Count it! Leonard for three.
Boy, laser focus from Kawhi Leonard. He no sooner touches it than that ball is off to the rim.
For three, McCollum. Powell pulls it in. Here's Dunn. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. And it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Blocked! Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. 1:36 left in the second quarter.
Pelicans 5. B.J. Boston. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Bogdanovich. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
It's hauled in by New Orleans. Jones from outside. Coffey grabs the board. Los Angeles leading by 3. And rejected. And he recovers it. Outside Bogdanovich. And the Clippers miss again. New Orleans has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Right side Jones. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Jones has got his second bucket of the night.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Batum. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock from behind the arc. Unable to get that one. New Orleans has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Jones from outside. The rebound by Ben Simmons. Batum outside. Takes the 3. No good there. It's a tie game in New Orleans. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The Clippers, 32.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
On the floor for the Clippers, we've got Amir Coffey, Nicholas Batum out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovich, and it's Jones in at the small forward position. And he's going for the lob. Wow! Zion! Mercy!
Yeah, and Williamson is an explosive athlete, remarkable at finishing off alley-oops.
Batum outside, from outside the arc. He buries it from 3. Batum's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Williamson misses.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Here's Bogdanovich. The Pelicans pull it in.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Murray scanning the floor. Back to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. Stolen by Jones. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson. The Pelicans making a switch here. The Clippers in the lead. Well, Doris, whenever Derrick Jones Jr. is out there, we're all expecting a highlight from him.
Oh, there's no question. The dunk champion back in 2020. This guy is only 6'6", but his hops, some of the epic throwdowns he has, oh my goodness.
It's Williamson with the drive.
And few sights are more impressive than Zion taking flight and absolutely annihilating the rim.
Bogdanovich passes to Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Pass to Williamson. Back to Murray. 6 to shoot. And he lobs it up top. And Williamson throws it down.
And Zion living up to his full potential tonight. He can be a terrifying matchup when he's playing with energy. Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Back to Williamson. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
And Harden's got the ball here for Los Angeles. They lead by 1. Out to Leonard. Here comes Kawhi. It counts! And the foul! It's going to go on Kelly Olynyk.
We are talking about a solid 230 pounds. Kawhi Leonard's strength and his frame allows him to get shots off under duress.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Alvarado's checked in. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Robinson Earl with the bucket.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Doris, not long ago, the Clippers were not associated with star power.
It's very true, B.A., but they are now. And it's not just the talent that they have. It's the experience that their guys bring to the court. They now have a core of big-time players who've been through virtually everything in the league.
Pass to Hawkins. It's stolen by Leonard. In transition, here come the Clippers for the finish. And then Harden with the jam.
Oh, my. James Harden with a statement right there.
Alvarado outside, driving inside. And he banks in the layup. Alvarado's got his first 2 points of the night.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Pass to Harden. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Pelicans trail by 5. Here's Robinson Earl. Here's Olynyk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. The shot. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Done. The pass to Leonard. With the fadeaway. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got his 6th assist of the night.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Leonard spikes it down.
You know, they barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. It's Los Angeles up. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Murray out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then there's Zion Williamson. And it's Messi in at the 5, down low. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Zubac passes to Dunn. Leonard outside. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. From 12 feet. And there's another one for the Clippers.
Now, the mid-range absolutely a part of Kawhi Leonard's offensive arsenal. Defense can't expect him to pass those up.
Murray from outside. Rebounded by James Harden. Los Angeles leading by 10. Leonard attacking. Out to Powell. Beyond the arc. The shot misses.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. From outside, off the mark.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Murray, shot is good.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Three-pointer, Harden. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Ooh, stolen by Harden. Pass to Powell. Dunn outside. Back to Powell. From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Misi's got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Murray. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Dunn. Los Angeles leading by 7. Outside Harden. And stolen by Williamson. On the wing, Murray fires for 3. Here's Misi. Misi goes up again. That one no good. Good work defensively by Leonard. On the wing, Harden. McCollum defends.
James Harden brings tremendous versatility. He can score it, he can distribute. Whatever you need from him offensively, he can provide it.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Back to Batum. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Murray's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Jacks up a 3. And the Pelicans miss again.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
The deep 3. Pelicans keep it alive. From deep three-point land. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. Harden's got 5 rebounds in the game. Batum. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Pelicans trail by 9. Murray from outside. They grab their own miss. Let's go with a 3. He drops it from range.
And in these big moments, DeJounte Murray is a great option. Just rises to the occasion.
Screen by Leonard. Here's Harden. Up to Powell. Back to Harden. 5 to shoot. It's Powell on the wing. 3-pointer. The Pelicans pull it in.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Jones with a screen on Leonard. Pass to Jones. Fires from deep. Cash. What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3. 27 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
And they go to the intentional foul.
C.J. McCollum. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
So it's Los Angeles now. Now Harden. Clock at 6. McCollum with a steal.
Really poor pass there, guys. And the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. What's the best strategy for him?
So hard to get a clean look from distance in this situation because everybody knows that's the shot they need. So the defense is smothering the perimeter with everyone they have.
Murray from outside. So a close game sees the Clippers taking this one. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out
impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivey. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. 6 on the shot clock. And again, Cunningham missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
From past the arc. They get it back. Here's Messi. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Pass to Duren. Duren with a screen on Williamson. Offensive rebound. Out to Thompson. And here's Ivey. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
And if Ivey can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin. And they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008. And with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
Now McCollum following Tobias Harris's 3-point attempt. Williamson kicks to McCollum. Over Ivey. McCollum no good. Detroit's gone, just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Ivey passes to Duren. Back to Ivey. Cunningham for 3. And it's Williamson with the rebound. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Ivey nailed from 3-point land. Ivey's got 6 points.
You know Ivey loves to find that shot. The defense has to be more careful with him at the arc.
Floats it up for Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Now, here's Cunningham. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Duren sets the screen for Thompson. Out to Harris. Takes the 3.
Impacting the game now at both ends. Zion moves his feet well and can change directions and close out on shooters.
Shot clock at 5. Back to Cunningham. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Williamson's got his 4th rebound in this one. So, Coach, thinking about Zion Williamson and his impact on the game. Sometimes his playmaking can be overlooked a little bit.
Yeah, Kevin, this guy is really unselfish. And I think Zion actually relishes setting up teammates for shots more than he likes to score. He knows he's going to draw a lot of attention, and he creates shots for his team.
Just hearing you talk, I know you really like him, even personally, don't you? You love him as a player, but personally you like him.
Just a great person.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, D.A., you know, it takes time, but nice to see his development. Knocked away. Murray, the pass to Williamson. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Messi. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. The Pistons leading. Thompson finds Duran. Thompson outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
What I appreciated about Thompson is his recognition. He knows when to force the issue and when to pull back.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Murray surveying the D. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
It's a tie game in New Orleans. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
They've got McCollum, Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's Murray. And it's Messi in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Harris kicks to Cunningham. Harris a screen on McCollum. Cunningham for 3. That one doesn't go. New Orleans leading by 3. Murray the pass to Williamson. That shot off the mark. The Pistons shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. And defensively stand, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Ivey. Good. And Harris gets the assist. That's now 8 points for Jaden Ivey.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown. He has 5. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Out to Harris. In the corner, Ivey with it. Pass to Harris. Shoots. Pelicans with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And stolen by Ivey. On the wing, Thompson. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the New Orleans Pelicans. A 3 from McCollum. Rebounded by the Pistons. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Harris. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. New Orleans in the lead. Murray outside. This one for 3. It's Williamson, top of the key. From outside the arc, it's Cunningham with the rebound. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
Back to Murray. Kicks it out to McCollum. For 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. McCollum's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
Thompson finds Duren. And here's Harris from the arc. Nisi grabs the rebound. Nisi's got his 4th rebound in this one. Williamson, and finished off by Williamson.
Oh, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Pass to Harris. Pistons passing it around. Cunningham passes to Harris. And that one is good. Harris has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
And here's McCollum for 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Duren. Duren sets the screen for Cunningham. Pelicans with the rebound. Nisi's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's McCollum. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one.
2 minutes.
The teams are going to have to.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pelicans lead by 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Nice game. Great performance by Jaden Ivey.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
On the floor for Detroit, Hardaway is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Simone Fontecchio. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Beasley in at the small forward. And you look at the Detroit Pistons, Stan, so much young talent, but the chemistry is a work in progress, clearly.
Well, it is, Kevin, and they're working on it. But it's hard with so many new faces, and they still need a 2nd and 3rd guy that they can build around. They've got a lot of good role players, but they need a couple more stars.
New Orleans leading by 6. Here's Boston. Jacks up a 3, and another 3 for New Orleans.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Pistons. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Outside Hardaway. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
Jones looking for an opening. Near the 3-point line, it's Olynyk. Count that bucket. Olynyk's got the lead up to 9 now for New Orleans.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. Ron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taking 16 to 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. Clock is at 3. Here's Schroeder. Off target from outside. Pelicans leading by 6. Pass to Olynyk. They set the pick. A three-pointer, no good. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Fontecchio sets a screen.
In the third, 2 minutes.
Hardaway from outside. He doesn't hit that one.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Olynyk. Out to the right wing. He lobs it up. Stolen away. It's Beasley on the wing. He's defended by Eldorado.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Jones for 3. Traps in the tray. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
It's stolen by Jones. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Three-pointer. Was shot off that time. Pistons trail by 9. Beasley outside. Schroeder right side. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. There's 39 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Olynyk. Here's Jones. Olynyk sets a screen for Jones. Sinks the triple. And it's a 12-point Pelican lead.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Schroeder, right side. Stewart with it. Schroeder finds Hardaway. Releases. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Olynyk, a screen on Schroeder. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Jones. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Boston in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Hardaway, no good.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Here's Alvarado. The Pelicans keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And the 3 ball is good. Alvarado's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Pelicans. Beasley with a clean look. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Jones. Launches a 3. Rebound, Detroit. Stewart's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Schroeder. Here's Boston. Guarded by Hardaway. Takes a 3. And that one's good. Boston. And the Pelicans lead by 13. And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters, people take care of your bags, you stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Beasley, the pass to Foncecchio. Nobody near Schroeder. Out to Hardaway. Pass to Beasley. Back to Hardaway. Buries the long-range jumper.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Again, the miss by Jones. Pistons trail by 13. Beasley for three. Here's Hardaway. Boston grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And he makes that one. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Pistons. Beasley outside. Fires the three. Drills the three-pointer. Beasley's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
And it's Eldorado missing. The Pistons have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. For three, Beasley. Takes it out to Schroeder. The Pistons working the ball around now. For three. No good from Beasley. New Orleans leading by 12. Jones from outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jones has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Pelicans.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for New Orleans.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seems.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And it's Isaiah Stewart with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there. A different look here for Detroit. And so here's New Orleans. And the Pelicans miss again. Cunningham on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Murray outside. No good on the triple. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Pass to Duren. Back to Thompson. Now, here's Duren. Clock at 4. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Knocks down the three ball. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Murray. From deep three-point territory. Good! Oh, what a shot!
Oh, my gosh. He made that?
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the